I had a biopsy of my prostate in end of June, early July 2005, and much to my surprise, 6 out of the 10 biopsies were positive for prostate cancer. When the date had been set for the prostate operation, I got a bit anxious, and I thought, gee, maybe I should have this swallowing problem checked out, since they'll be shoving tubes down my airway. Went to my friendly neighborhood ear, nose, and throat surgeon, and once again, much to everybody's surprise and amazement, the biopsy result came back positive for cancer at the base of my tongue. And the plan is to remove the tumor, and then following recovery from surgery, I would have radiation therapy. Once I had gotten my strength back, then they deemed me fit for radiation therapy. And so in preparation for that, I would have to have a tight fitting mask molded to the contour of my face. It just so happens I just happen to have that here. Most people have a trophy on their wall of the deer or the elk that they shot. I have a trophy of the mask that I wore during radiation therapy. So this fits over the face like this, and then is attached to the bench that I'm lying on, so that I can't move my head at all. The first time that they put the mask on after it was made, I had this overwhelming sense of panic that I felt like I was suffocating. So I waved my hands, and they rushed in, and they unbolted the thing, and I sat up, and and they took off the mask, and I sat there for several moments just trying to do some deep breathing and catch my breath. That was a strange feeling. It's that sense of being out of control, and of course, being a patient, the essence of being a patient is being out of control. You are continually out of control, and your life is in the hands of somebody else, and you're trying to get back on top of things. You want your body to do things that you want it to do, and it seems to have a mind of its own, and has this cancer, and has all these problems, and they're sticking needles in you, and so and they're operating on you, and they're doing all this stuff. So it's that sense of being out of control, and the need that all of us have to be in control. And so it was a strange paradox that I struggled with spiritually and psychologically. The radiation staff are wonderful people, and they're very accommodating. And one of the things that they encourage is if you have favorite music or radio stations that you like to listen to during the radiation therapy, that they'll be happy to set that up for you. So I thought, well, being a chaplain and a pastor, that something of a spiritual nature would be beneficial, and I have used Gregorian chanting in the past and listened to Benedictine chanting and found it to be very relaxing. And so I thought, this would be a good thing, is to relax as much as I'm able to, and to lie there and to let the radiation do what it needs to do. And so I brought my CD of chanting. So there's this very calming, peaceful Benedictine chanting going on, and for some reason it just wasn't working. I mean, it wasn't making me relax. It was making me more uptight, because I felt passive, and I felt, as I was talking earlier about this sense of being out of control, and that I realized that I needed something that was more powerful and would sort of push back, something with energy and with vitality. It's a different type of music than the Benedictine chanting. I'm into Scottish dance and bagpipes and all of that, and so this type of music has a lot more energy, and it pushes back, and it really helped me to feel some sense of power and control, and being my own advocate here for what I was going through. The downside was that at the end of the radiation treatment, when the technician pulled the CD out of the player and handed it back to me, and she said, I think bagpipe music is an acquired taste. So they tolerated my idiosyncrasies, so makes me want to get up and dance. It was some of the times when I was lying there in radiation therapy, I'd be tapping my toes, and the technician would come back in and say, you have to lie perfectly still. Don't move a muscle. Cut.